Hey everybody, I'm Emerson Hip, he's Gage Samoji, and this is the Sober October Sports Report.
You just said our names backwards.
I know.
Did you do that on purpose?
Yeah.
You didn't prepare me for that.
No. You don't like that?
No, that's kind of funny.
Alright, cool. Yeah, actually not doing Sober October. I wanted to do it, but I ended up drinking almost every day in October so far, so that's out the window.
He's also Gage Samoji. I'm Emerson Hip. It's not opposite day. What are you drinking, boss?
I'm drinking a nice White Claw natural lime flavor. Basic bitch alert.
Nice.
What about you?
Got a nice little gin martini with Plymouth.
Damn.
Pretty tasty.
You drink martinis pretty often.
They're in the arsenal, for sure. I mix them in here and there. It's definitely not the first time I've had one on the show.
No. Do you get those when you go to bars? Like back when we could go to
I
bars?
have no, no. The only time I ever order martinis is at Icos.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It just seemed to go well with sushi.
Were you telling me if you go to a bar not to order a martini because it's such a pain in the ass?
No, they're easy to make.
I think you told me about a cocktail that was a pain in the ass to make.
Yeah, don't ask for a mojito when it's busy.
Mojito, that's what it
Yeah.
was.
That's the one.
And that's shitty because that's one of my favorite drinks.
Mojitos are tasty. But yeah, if you're at a packed bar, do not ask for a mojito. That's some bullshit.
What do we got on tap today?
NASCAR and baseball playoffs,
Going on.
NBA Finals, Game 4 today. That'll be fun.
Yep.
And week 4 of the NFL, as usual.
All right. Man, do we have to talk about the NFL?
We do. We both took L's this week, but it's all right. It's all right. We'll get through it.
Deep breaths, right?
Yep.
Deep breaths.
Deep breaths.
Deep breaths.
So in NASCAR this weekend, Denny Hamlin took the checkered flag at Talladega. Fucking, oh my God, what a joke of a race that was.
Was it?
Yeah, it was just a crash fest. They went to 3 overtimes to decide the race. And Denny Hamlin was in 6th coming around the last turn, and all 5 guys in front of him were just trying to block each other, and pretty much, they didn't spin out, but they, basically handed Hamlin the win.
And
So frustrating.
and that is Ashley's driver.
Yeah, Ashley's main dude this year.
Of course it is.
Puts her 4 points behind me in the standings now. I had a 0-point weekend, which is fucking sick.
I didn't seem like I had anything either.
Yeah, you did too. It was a weird race for sure. Ashley got the W with Hamlin, so she's at 112 now. Gage is still sitting at 102. Garrett did get a top 5 finish from Chase Elliott.
You needed that.
He did, so he's there at 91, still in the hunt. Alex,
Yeah.
not even gonna put a score up.
I don't like when Ashley wins. I just don't.
It did. It was such a. I called it too. I was like, I swear to God, if Denny Hamlin wins this fucking race, and of course it came true.
If Ashley wasn't such a bad winner, I wouldn't care. But she just likes to.
She does rub
She
it
likes
in.
to put the knife in there and just twist it a little
She
bit.
does rub it in big time.
Yeah, I hope she's listening.
Yeah. Last race of this playoff round will be on the road course at Charlotte, which is going to be very interesting.
Okay.
Yeah. Last year's champion, Kyle Busch, he's on the ropes right now. He needs to win this weekend. He needs to win if he wants to keep his season alive.
He's on the ropes.
He is, 100%. So it's going to be a very, very interesting weekend at Charlotte.
But we don't want that because
No.
Kyle Busch is who Ashley has.
Yeah. So
So-
you can't have both her drivers
No,
back to back.
no.
Yeah.
Not a
And
chance.
that'll pretty much end his season. Well, it will if he doesn't make it.
Which we need.
Yeah, 100%.
You need. I need. I mean, Garrett's still in there.
He is. He needs a W big time.
Yep.
Big time. We got some MLB playoff talk time.
Okay. It's about time.
Yeah, the divisional round started, but there was 2 days off, which I thought it was only gonna be 1 day off in between rounds, but regardless, it started yesterday with the American League, getting their series going.
I do. Before we get into it, I want to apologize to the A's fans because last week, after they lost their first game to the White Sox,
But they're done.
I thought they were done. And I think most A's fans would probably say that as well.
I mean,
So they had to win 2 straight.
yeah, and but they came through.
They came through.
Offense came through.
But unfortunately, they went down. They're down 2-0 now against against everyone's favorite Ashley's Astros.
Yep.
And
Not looking good.
it's a best of 5, so they got to win 3 straight. They're kind of used to this so far, being from behind and winning
Yeah.
enough to win the series, but it's not looking good. The Astros are playing well, which nobody likes
No.
because they're cheaters.
Nobody likes. So there were 4 games today. The matchups for this round of the series are, like we talked about, Astros and A's. Astros are already up 2-0. Yankees and Rays are the other American League series. And then in the National League, the Marlins are playing the Braves. And then the Padres are playing the Dodgers, which is going to be a
That's
great
gonna be
series.
nice.
Really
That's
great
gonna be
series.
nice. I
Good
do
thing-
want shout out to the Padres too for
Oh my God.
winning 2 straight 2 in that series.
And
Last
in
series.
game 3 of the series, they threw 9 pitchers to get the win. Incredible.
Whatever it takes.
Yep. And they got Mike Clevenger back. He's going to start tonight. He's probably their top gun. They need to get Lamet back too, but
You see this being a 5-game series?
it's going to be. It's hard to say. It's going to be a good series. The Dodgers are the better team, but if the Padres can pitch well enough, they got the offense to make it interesting for sure. One interesting note about this round of the playoffs: all of the matchups are divisional matchups.
Oh, okay.
A's and A's, both
Yeah.
American League West. Yankees, Rays, American League East. Marlins,
Marlins,
Braves,
Braves.
National League East, and Padres, Dodgers,
Nice
National
little
League West.
nugget of information
Yeah.
you threw out there. I like that.
The Central Divisions had 7 teams make the playoffs, all gone after the first round.
Oh, wow.
It's kind of funny.
Did we talk about last week how the Marlins haven't lost a playoff series? Did we mention that?
We didn't, but we should.
Yeah. So the Florida or the Miami Marlins,
Miami Marlins now, yeah.
previously Florida Marlins,
Yeah.
have been in the playoffs twice previously before this, and they won the World Series both those times.
Yeah, there's 7-0 in playoff series.
So they have not lost a playoff series in their franchise
and
history.
Brewer. That's pretty funny.
I love that stat. I think it's amazing.
Yeah, for a franchise that gets looked down on so easily by everybody else in baseball,
Yeah.
they have that to talk about, you know.
Yeah, the Marlins fans, you have that.
Yes, you have
You
that.
have that.
Marlin man,
You
put
have
that up,
it.
yeah.
Cheers to you, Marlins, man.
Also, another note: we're playing neutral sites now in the playoffs.
Yeah, it was a little weird watching the A's and Astros play at Dodger Stadium.
Yeah, and then like the Marlins and Braves are playing at Minute Maid Park in Houston.
Which, you know, that's
Kind of
the whole bubble. It's kind of like that's like the MLB's version of the
Bizarre,
bubble, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm cool with that. You know, as long as there's no stoppages, because no one wants that.
No.
We all want games
Yeah.
to go in
been
every
clean.
other day or every 2 days.
Yeah, I mean, ever since the Cardinals had their little issue, the MLB has been pretty
Seems to be
unscathed
Yeah.
going, up until this point. So things are looking good. So scores so far: Houston beat the A's 10-5 yesterday, 5-2 today.
Mm.
So they're up 2-0, like we already talked about. Yankees won last night, 9-3
Ooh.
against Tampa, and then earlier today, Atlanta took care of Game 1, 9-5 against the Marlins.
Marlins, come on, gotta keep that streak alive.
Yep, and got Dodgers Padres later tonight.
The Yankees, man.
Fuck the Yankees.
The Bronx Bombers. They're Tampa's the better seed.
They are the number
And
one
better
seed
record.
in the American League, yeah. But the Yankees are healthy now, so
They got an arsenal.
yeah.
They really do.
I'm excited to see Tyler Glasnow's going to pitch for the Rays tonight, so that should be interesting.
I mean that Tampa Bay game wasn't. It was close up until Giancarlo hit that.
Yeah,
grand
it was a 5-3
So-
game, and then he hit a slam in the ninth inning to break
So
it.
it looks like a bad score.
Yeah.
But it really wasn't. It was just the bottom of the ninth or the top of the ninth. Yeah.
Mhm.
But if you're Tampa, you see that, you're like, damn.
Yeah, and they even tagged Garrett Cole for 3 runs. You got to usually feel good about that.
Yeah.
They couldn't get it done, so it'll be interesting to see what happens tonight.
Yeah.
You ready to talk about NBA Finals?
Yeah.
Woo-hoo.
I know you want to talk about your Heat, so
Yep, Game 4 is tonight.
it starts in about an hour.
Yep, Lakers are up 2-1. Big news for the Heat. Bam is back for tonight's
And
game.
Dragic.
And Dragic is going to test out the foot. That's what they said, anyways.
Yeah.
I haven't heard any reports since then, but
You got to feel for the guy, though, man. He's playing the biggest series of his life.
And he gets hurt in
It was
game 1.
Game 1.
Yeah.
What was it? His
He's
it was
got the
a plantar-
plantar fasciitis tear,
Yeah, which
or
I don't-
plantar fascia tear.
I don't like to say it happened to anybody.
Yeah.
You know, you work so hard to get to that point of your career, and that's what happens to you.
Yeah,
You just hate to see it. Same with Bam too.
yeah. Good thing he's going to be back, and they're not down 3-0.
Yeah.
All thanks to Jimmy Butler.
What Jimmy Butler did, that 40-point triple-double,
Insane.
game of his life.
I was going into that game. I was going to say Jimmy's got to have a really efficient 40-point some kind of game like that for them to even have a chance. And
Yeah.
it worked out. He
And
played great.
Anthony Davis was a no-show in Game 3.
Oh, yeah, 9 field goal attempts.
But we should talk about how in the first 2 games he's been dominant.
Yeah,
He looked like Shaquille O'Neal out there.
Game 1 and 2, he and LeBron both did their thing.
Yeah.
I think AD had like 33 and 35 or something like that.
The Lakers were shooting the ball in game 1 from 3, like they were the Golden State Warriors. Seriously, you had Caruso, even Kuzma was hitting. You know when Kuzma's hitting, you're not going to have a good night through the opposing team.
Yeah.
Because Kuzma's usually a no-show on both ends. He's runs out there.
Yeah.
We don't know that.
The one thing that could make this series interesting is not only that Bam is back, but if the Lakers, complementary players come back to earth a little bit. But we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. I just, I talked last year about the Lakers. I can't really root for them at this point. But they're looking better as a team. They're making it work, and it's really shocking me how they're doing it. Because I don't think their team is that deep. Not nearly as deep as the Heat.
No, not at all.
And, the LeBron AD double whammy is working out for him.
Yeah, I mean, AD's playing better, as good as I've ever seen him play right now. So
he was a habitual, didn't make the playoffs or bounced in the first round every year he was in the Pelicans.
Every year.
And I knew he had it in him. He has great talent. He could shoot. He could work it down low. He could do everything pretty much.
He needed a real wingman, apparently.
Yeah, and
LeBron's more than just a wingman, though.
New Orleans did not give him that. That's why he left.
Yeah.
Who do you think wins tonight?
I think the Lakers are going to bounce back. I think AD is going to probably have another big game. He's not going to take only 9 shots again. Yeah. And, they're going to need him. I think it's going to be a little different.
Well, I picked Heat in 6.
Nothing.
So they're winning the next 3 games, according to me.
Yeah.
But if I had to put my money on it, I'd probably say the Lakers as well.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if the Lakers win easily the next 2 games.
That wouldn't shock me either.
Yeah.
They're gonna go 5-5-5-5.
Yeah, exactly.
Did I want to say anything else about NBA? I don't think I did. No, we're good.
Yeah, cool. All right, let's talk football. Week 4.
Football.
This was an interesting week.
Yeah.
It started with some COVID issues within the Tennessee organization.
Bummer.
Yeah.
I don't like to see that.
They seem to handle it pretty well. They postponed their game with the Steelers this past weekend, and they moved it to October 25th. So basically, they're just taking away the bye week for.
Is that a Sunday, October 25th?
I believe it is.
That makes sense, right? I'll check real quick.
Yeah, basically they're moving the Steelers-Ravens game from that date a week later, and I think they're changing the date of this. So basically the Steelers lost their bye week that they had, and it's not going to be this past weekend. Same with the Titans.
It is a Sunday, by the way.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about that real quick because that does kind of scare me. COVID, because the last thing I want is the NFL to be canceled for some reason. That's just something I don't need.
Yeah.
It's my favorite sport to watch, and I would be just crushed if that were to happen. But they do have seemed to handle it well. And I think this might actually help the NFL based off how they're going to handle the COVID stuff from here on out.
Yeah.
Because they had to have thought it was going to come at one point.
Yeah.
COVID on the team.
For sure.
And I should they can kind of learn from like what the NBA is doing, maybe what the MLB is doing now, and figure it out.
Yeah. I got a couple things. I mean, it sounds like they're investigating the Titans for not following policies and whatnot.
Okay.
But I could easily see the season getting extended just to, accommodate these issues. So we'll look out for that.
So you don't think there's any chance of them canceling the season?
There would have to be something crazy, like every team or a lot of teams have big breakouts, and it forces 8 games in a weekend to get canceled or something like that.
You know what I was thinking about a couple of days ago was the thought of a Super Bowl with not the stands being completely full, because it won't be.
It's very
I don't
very
think
good possibility that's not.
I don't think by February everything will be okay.
Yeah.
I would like that to be the case, but I just don't think that will be
Yeah,
the case.
I mean that's 4 months away.
I hope it'll be fine, but can you just imagine watching the Super Bowl and not they show the stand?
It's
people,
not full.
just no one there.
It's gonna be funky.
It'll probably be maybe not even half capacity.
It's gonna be funky. Where's the Super Bowl scheduled to be at this year?
Tampa.
Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
'cause Brady's gonna win it in his home stadium.
What? No, well, you know what? Actually, since it's in Florida, I could easily see the stands being full.
Yeah, Florida doesn't give
Florida
a fuck.
doesn't give one shit. Another COVID-related note: Cam Newton had to miss this week, and it forced a postponement to their game. He tested positive.
We had
Pushed their game back to Monday night,
double Monday Night Football.
which was kind of cool.
I like it.
Yeah.
I wish they could do it every week.
Yeah, and we'll get into the results of that game shortly.
Yeah, because Cam Newton missing that game hurt the Patriots
Oh, 100%.
because they were going.
Could've been
Yeah,
completely
we'll get into that.
Yeah. All right, first game we're going to talk about.
No, you picked this one first, huh?
I mean, it was a morning game, so it made sense.
You think you're slick?
I'm so slick. So the Browns went down to Dallas and took care of the Cowboys 49-38. Gage, do you have any shit you want to talk about the Cowboys?
You know,
Can we talk numbers?
I went on a rant last week, and I thought to myself, do I want to go on a second rant about the Cowboys 2 weeks in a row? You know, it's not even worth my time at this point. Remember I said last week I might stop watching this team for the rest of my life? I'm getting real close now. This defense is so fucking bad, I can't even take it. What is this? Mike Nolan? You gotta go. Hey, they got rid of Brandon Carr. I don't even know if he was on the team. Good. Get rid of him. It's over.
See ya.
This is just so bad.
Yeah, what is Mike Nolan doing coaching still? I mean, he sucked for the Niners.
He's sleeping. He's not teaching anybody anything.
Basically.
I want to give you a couple statistics about this, or maybe just a good one key statistic about the Cowboys.
Yeah, let's hear it. Points per game?
Yes, that's exactly what it is. They have a chance to be historically bad. Right now they're giving up 36.5 points per game.
Oof.
The worst scoring defense in NFL history, the 81 Colts give up 33.1 points a game. So the Cowboys are blown out of the water.
Oh
right
my
now.
God. Yeah,
I just don't.
That's not
I'm
good.
tired of hearing about this offense. I am. Where's the defense? Defense wins championships for the most part.
Well, the offense is great when they're down by 20.
And that's why Dak, I'm going to give you another side about Dak. These are all just empty statistics. Through 4 games, the first 4 games of the season, Dak Prescott has the most passing yards of all time. Through the first 4 games. Over 1,600 yards. He threw for 500 on Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm actually glad. I didn't watch this game. I'm glad I didn't watch this game. I saw the score early Sunday. I want to say it was like 41-14.
Yeah.
Dude, I was not.
Yeah.
I wasn't happy. I was pissed. The people dude,
Like some of the most telling stats. I mean, 307 yards rushing for Cleveland.
that is the most the Cowboys ever given up in a game in their franchise history.
I mean, when you don't stop the run, you just set
You
your
lose.
defense up for
And
failure.
I don't think Nick Chubb even played in this game.
He got hurt early in the game.
Bro, yeah, can you imagine Nick Chubb played the whole game?
Yeah. Yeah.
307 yards rushing,
Yeah.
and the Cowboys only lost by 11, which
I think a big thing about what's wrong with them is that, I mean, like I have written down Zeke 12 carries. That's not enough.
But when you're behind that much, you have to.
That's the problem.
Throw
They
the
don't.
football.
They need to use him early and control the clock, and they don't do any of that. They just get themselves into shootouts really quickly.
But my whole issue is they don't have a sense of urgency in the first half at all.
It's a little. Yeah, it's just it's a sloppy game plan. It feels like.
It's because we can't blame it on
If
Jason.
they win
We can't blame Jason Garrett anymore.
Yeah.
Can't do
no,
it.
You're right. Well,
Can't do it anymore.
They got what's his face sole offensive coordinator. Maybe shouldn't be the guy.
Kellen Moore, yeah.
But in reality, this is Mike McCarthy's team. He's the one that needs to
I didn't
be
want.
under fire.
Man, if this was Jim Harbaugh coaching the Cowboys, this would not be happening. Guarantee. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Or Urban Meyer.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Zeke isn't getting fed enough because the Cowboys are so behind all the time.
Well,
so
that's
Dak's
the
gotta throw it.
problem. Is like if he can't be. They need to feed him like he's got on his fucking stomach.
Yeah, OBJ, 81 yards receiving, 73 yards rushing, and has 3 total touchdowns. And you got Jarvis Landry throwing the football to OBJ.
Can I make a bold statement? It's not a prediction.
Okay.
Jarvis Landry has a better arm than Baker. Did
I
you
hope-
see that cannon? He fucking
I hope
whipped
that's the
that
case.
thing.
'Cause I got Landry on my fantasy team.
He made a fucking hell of a throw.
If he wants to be quarterback, that'd be great.
I mean, he really stepped into it, but still, it was a dime.
That just go. I heard Skip Bayless talking about this, because Skip Bayless is a huge Cowboy fan,
And
and
he's a troll.
he was saying, yeah, he is, dude, he's the worst with the Cowboys. He was saying, why do the Browns do trick plays? They don't need to do trick plays because the Cowboys are that bad on defense. You don't need to bring up the trick playbook.
Well, I mean, Baker's bad enough where they might need it. So, you tell me.
The Browns dropped 49 on the Cowboys.
Yeah, with relative ease. I mean, 307 rushing yards.
That's a lot.
That's bad. That's really bad.
The Cowboys should be 0-4. They should.
They could easily be 0-4. They could easily be 2-2 though.
Yeah, if they lose to the New York Football Giants this week, I'm not watching this team for the rest of the season.
Yikes.
I almost want to put down a bold prediction that the Giants will beat them, but
Do it.
I can't
Fucking do it.
I can't do
The
it.
tequila's right here.
I can't do it. No, it's
Sage's favorite too.
Do I want to do a bold prediction about that?
Come on, just for the fun of it. I won't punish you if you're wrong. I'll just punish you now with a shot.
All right, pour it
Let's go.
up. So this is for the New York Giants will beat the Cowboys on Sunday.
I might pick up Daniel Jones in fantasy again.
I thought about it. Because I need a quarterback this week, so I thought about it. They're just, they're so bad. This is one of the worst Cowboy teams I've ever seen.
It's.
Or at least defenses.
I mean, yeah. The defense is a joke.
You know what's even worse about all this?
Oh my god. Fucking chase it, dude.
I don't chase.
Oh, okay. I don't chase. Anyways.
Yeah,
Yeah, do you have anything more to rip at the Cowboys?
I did kind of go on a rant, didn't I?
A little bit. You said you wouldn't, but you did.
Oh, yeah, I had one more thing to say. Fuck, what was it? Hold on, give me a second.
Their defense sucks.
No, the defense attack. What's even worse? See, I took that shot. I totally forgot because that shot was terrible.
That was great. We can come back to it.
Yeah, we'll come back to it.
All right, next game we're going to talk about. The Raiders.
The Las Vegas Raiders.
That sounds weird still.
Yeah, it'll take a couple years.
Yeah, they took on the Buffalo Bills this week, and the Bills handled business. They are 4-0 now.
Josh Allen.
He's the real deal.
I think it's the real deal.
3 touchdowns total. 1 rushing, 2 passing.
He just got a cannon.
He might have the best arm.
Best
I
arm
mean,
football.
it's him or Mahomes. You pick.
Yeah. Russell Wilson throws a pretty good deep ball.
He
too.
throws a good deep ball. He's
The
got
rainbow.
more touch.
Yeah.
I think Josh Allen can just absolutely
Sling it.
rip it. Yeah, another 3 touchdowns for him today, or on Sunday. Sorry. The Raiders, another 2 more fumbles lost after 3 last week. They gotta figure that out big time.
The Raiders, they're getting better. I think
Yeah.
they'll be fine.
I think the big thing they need to score more touchdowns when they get in the red zone.
Yeah.
Too many field goals.
The toughest thing for the Raiders is their division, because they're not going to win that division for the next 10 years probably.
Yes,
Unless the Chiefs or Mahomes gets hurt. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
I'll agree with that. I mean, if you're challenging them, at least that's what they got to be aiming for. But yeah, they need to be more efficient in the red zone. Too many field goals, and take care of the ball too.
The nicest thing about the Raiders right now is their stadium they're playing in.
Yeah,
The
it's
Death
just a
Star.
pretty sick looking stadium. I can't lie.
I love how all the seats are like the matte black.
Mhm.
It's perfect. It's a sweet stadium.
Great choice going with real grass too, and not turf.
Are they doing it how Arizona does
It's
it?
the same thing.
I
Yeah,
like
they
that.
pull it out.
That's cool. I
I
think
love-
that's a good call.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard, but there's a lawsuit or something going on about getting rid of turf fields in the NFL.
I heard it gives people diseases.
Well, there's that theory, but it's more about the injury side of it. And it was started by some player who's on the board of the Players Association.
Yeah, well, this year the Niners were complaining about the Giants.
They were.
The Giants and the Jets. They
They
played
were.
back-to-back weeks
Yeah.
in MetLife.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
That definitely fueled the fueled the argument too.
but
So,
yeah, they can. Yeah,
It'd be interesting to see where it goes. I mean, I don't know how that's going to work out, but NFL teams can pay to water grass. You can't. Don't give me that shit. Oh, it's less expensive.
they can.
It doesn't matter. That does
Absolutely
not matter.
pay.
Yeah. If the Raiders have the poorest. I mean, he's got lots of money, but they have the poorest ownership.
And they just gotta bring
they,
it.
they have grass inside their dome.
I wonder if they do. I wonder if they rather do the turf just so. No, that doesn't make any
I
sense.
mean, maintenance is so much easier.
I was gonna say for concerts, but they can just take it off, right?
Yeah.
If it's turf,
Yeah.
so that doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's
So-
there's really no excuse at this point. Get some real grass in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. No problem. With
I
that.
100% agree.
Yeah.
Can we talk about your motherfucking Niners?
Yes, that's next on the.
Can we also mention how I don't root for the Niners hardly ever, but they play the Philadelphia Eagles, who I just always want to lose,
Yeah.
and of course Philly beats them by 5.
Yeah. So Jimmy G was out again this week.
Which
And-
had a big
Yes.
Had a big
100%.
part about it. Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm just gonna throw this out there. I sent this text to you guys. I said it's time to end the slander of Nick Mullins should be in there instead of Jimmy G. Like, shut the fuck.
I've been a big Jimmy G supporter all throughout. Garrett's the one who spews the bullshit about
Yes,
Nick Mullins. No
yes.
offense, Garrett.
But I know Garrett's not the only one.
No, but like I heard Nick talking about it, and I was like, "You can't. This has got to be a joke. You can't be serious about Nick Mullins."
No, I think Nick knows though. Nick knows. Nick Mullins, another 3 turnovers this week.
He threw it bad.
One of the worst pick sixes I've ever seen. Remember that pick that Derek Carr had last year? I think it was like a Monday night
against
game.
the Rams.
Yeah, where he just like kind of floated it right. It was very similar. I mean, it was different throw, but it was like you just threw it right to the guy.
He threw it thinking he was going to go out of bounds. he didn't put enough on it.
Yeah.
And the Rams ended up winning the game off that.
But this one, Nick Mullins, literally, there was no receiver in the area. Throws a dart right to
The linebacker.
Right to the linebacker.
And it was a pick
Takes it
six.
to the house.
I was watching with a bunch of Niner fans, and they were fucking not happy about it.
I mean, I don't like to get worked up I don't like to make excuses either, but Nick Mullins is obviously not a starter-worthy quarterback, so I'm not going to get worked up about this loss, but at the same time, that was a very frustrating play.
Jimmy G's it's your guy.
He's the guy, for now.
Do I think he has a lot of things to work on? Yeah, but,
I don't
few quarterbacks don't, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
There's a thing about Jimmy G. Do I see him getting much better? Probably not. But is he terrible? Absolutely not. He's a starting worthy
Yes.
quarterback.
And you guys are paying him probably lower than
They're
you should.
getting a decent deal on him. I mean, he's getting like 25.
You guys got
a
a
year or
great
something like that.
defense. Well, I know it's kind of hurt now, but you guys have a defense.
Yeah.
You probably need more weapons on the outside, but
Yeah. I mean, and all credit to the defense played their asses off in this game. Carson Wentz was like all over the place. I'm kind of jumping off the Wentz train because I thought I liked him, but
I still won't get off the win.
I'm not totally off, but I just I watched him in this game, and he's like so reluctant to get rid of the ball. He's willing to take the hit every single time.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting.
He's got to learn from Aaron Rodgers because Aaron Rodgers is known for not throwing interceptions. He'll always throw it away instead of like make the risk throw.
Yeah.
That's what Carson Wentz needs to do.
He thinks he can extend every play. He thinks he's still playing college football in whatever shitty conference.
But yeah,
He played in
Division II.
in Division II football, and I don't know.
He's got it. He's got the arm.
He has no rhythm to his game though. I think that's the biggest thing that needs to change. He's got a good arm. He's a pretty good athlete. You saw him make that move on the safety to score the touchdown.
What's funny about Carson Wentz to me is if they would have won the Super Bowl with him instead of Nick Foles, nobody would talk shit about Carson Wentz.
You're probably right.
I don't
You're
think.
probably right. Well, actually, no, you're definitely right. Take that back. But this game was a little frustrating. I mean, the Niners outgained by 150 yards and still lost because of the 3 turnovers.
And I'm tired of the whole should have kept Nick Foles instead of Carson Wentz. No,
Yeah. Okay.
you shouldn't. I wish they would have done that.
Yeah. Right.
As an NFC East fan, yeah.
I mean, Nick Foles lost this week. What are you gonna say about that? Philly.
yeah, Philly.
So yeah, rough loss for the Niners, but we'll move on. I mean,
So have you given up the playoff chances for the Niners?
no, I have not given up. I know. I mean, there's going to be a point where not having Nick Bosa is going to hurt.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's going to happen every game.
Because you're not going to win your division. I think the Seahawks are going to.
Seahawks are looking pretty good.
Unless things go bad for them.
Seahawks piss me off because their team still is not that great, but Russell Wilson
Russell
is
Wilson
just
is just amazing.
outrageously good. They could have easily lost that game to the Dolphins, but Ryan Fitzpatrick is just a piece of shit.
Is Tua not playing because he's still hurt? What's the deal?
No, he's healthy. He's ready.
He needs to be in there.
I'm totally in agreement with that.
He needs to be in there.
I'm ready for Tua. Who's not ready for Tua? Fuck.
I'll tell you who is ready. Ashley.
Yeah, she better be.
She better get a jersey.
Fins up.
Fins up.
All right, let's move on. First game of the doubleheader on Monday night. Chiefs and Patriots. This game kind of sucked.
It
honestly.
sucked. It's just Cam Newton.
It was
playing.
6-3 in the third quarter.
Yeah, that too. There wasn't a lot of
Like,
scoring in the first
'cause-
half or quarter.
Granted, the Patriots. I mean, no shock. You got Bill Belichick. as your head coach, but their defense is still really good.
Oh yeah.
They held Mahomes down for a while, but I mean, not having Cam this week sucked for them.
Yeah.
They tend to control the ball really well when they have him, but 4 turnovers from their 2 quarterbacks that played.
Yeah, they were going back and forth almost.
Yeah.
Brian Hoyer and then
Stidham.
Stidham. Yeah.
They both sucked. But
New England 4 turnovers.
really, what blew the game? I mean, it was a tight game, and then what blew it open was the pick 6 near the end of the game.
Yeah.
But
Which Edelman had in his hands.
yeah, that was bad. That was bad.
Tyrann Mathieu didn't even know he had that in his hands until he had it.
Yeah.
He was like, "Wait, it's in my hands.
Yeah, it's like,
Going to the
shit,
house now."
ball. Yeah, kind of an ugly game, but Chiefs got it done.
One thing I want to say about the Chiefs, real quick.
Let's hear it.
They are the first team to go 4-0 in 4 straight seasons in NFL history.
Is that right?
I saw that.
That's pretty crazy.
What's shocking to me is how the Patriots never done that.
You would think, right?
Yes.
Although the Patriots in the Tom Brady era kind of notorious for getting off to slow starts sometimes.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I think you're right.
But I would say September's probably their worst month.
I swear I saw someone say that about Kansas City, which how has nobody done that?
That is pretty.
It's
crazy.
impressive to do,
Mm-hmm.
but I would
That
think
doesn't
someone's
mean
done
everything
it.
at the same time, though.
True.
Yeah.
That just means Kansas City is
But now that they've beaten Baltimore,
smoked Baltimore.
they got Buffalo to play, who's going to be
It'll be a tough one.
a tough one. But they could. Oh,
I
I think they play Buffalo
Are you gonna
anyways.
say undefeated?
They have a chance.
I don't know. Buffalo's defense. I picked them up in fantasy. They're not that good. So far.
I dropped them, and yeah.
I dropped them.
fantasy points and
Yeah, it's
defense don't
different,
always
yeah.
correlate, but
Undefeated. No, they'll lose a game because they'll probably clinch the 1 seed and then bench Mahomes for the last game or 2.
who knows? Maybe Andy Reid will get a little ego and say, "Hey, we're playing everybody every week of the year. We're going undefeated all the way to the ship."
Well, the Ravens are winning the Super Bowl, like I said.
No,
So
they're not.
I think they could.
They could. They got a really good team.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. The other Monday night game, Packers and Falcons. This was
Snooze fest.
another snoozer. Aaron Rodgers. My goodness, this guy is making it look easy this year. He's back to the old form.
He is.
This is 30-year-old Aaron Rodgers, not 36-year-old Aaron Rodgers.
He could be. I mean, everyone says Russell Wilson MVP, but Aaron Rodgers is making.
Dude, he's got to be in the conversation too.
He
That's
has
what
to
I'm
be.
saying.
He has to be.
Yeah, 27 to 33, 327 yards, 4 touchdown passes, without his top 2 receivers.
Yeah. And they were even using Aaron Jones last night. Really, it was a lot of Jamal Williams.
Yeah. I mean, Williams was big in the passing game.
Yeah.
I think Jones probably had 15 carries, but yeah, he wasn't a huge focal point.
Can I also shout out Buffalo one more time? I think Josh Allen should be a dark horse MVP.
Oh, another, yeah. I think those are the top 3 guys right now. It's got to
Yeah.
be Rodgers, Allen, and Wilson.
Yeah.
You can throw Patty Mahomes in there too, just because he's
Just-
Pat Mahomes.
yeah.
But yeah. Zadarius Smith had 3 sacks in the game.
He's
He's a nice player.
a badass.
A huge pickup for them last year. And it's continuing to pay off. Atlanta is a mess right now. I think.
Did Dan Quinn get fired yet?
Yeah, I was like.
Yeah, where is he? I think last night we were talking like, hey, you think he'll be
He's
fired
done.
by tomorrow?
I mean, usually those happen very quickly after the game, and it hasn't happened, so he might survive one more week. However, they just do not look good. I mean, they were 3 for 12 on 3rd down, not good enough.
I'll check with the play real quick.
Their defense, Dan Quinn's a defensive coach, right?
Yes.
He led the Seattle defenses as the coordinator when they won championships, or a championship. They're allowing 34.5 points a game.
That's not going to get it done.
That's almost as bad as the Cowboys.
Almost.
And the Falcons this week play the Panthers, who are
They absolutely have to win that game.
Teddy Bridgewater is playing good.
He is.
I think the Falcons will lose. They play the Vikings after that and the Lions. So those are 3 winnable games. 'Cause
All 3 winnable games. None of those teams are playing great football. I mean, Panthers are, doing okay. Yeah.
The Packers, yeah, they're
Packers are playing. They're 4-0 now. They're playing a lot better football than I expected.
Matt LaFleur, Packers head coach,
Turning it on.
first 20 games has the 3rd best record.
Yeah, he's 17-3, huh?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
3rd best record through 20 games in
Impressive.
NFL history as a head coach. Which, I mean, he's good. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if is a lot of Aaron Rodgers playing well at the right time.
Aaron Rodgers is fucking balling.
Because he played, I think they won 13 games last
They
year.
won 13 games last year.
Just the only thing that, they went to the NFC Championship game It's just when Aaron Rodgers plays the Packers in the playoffs, they just destroy him. They do.
The Cowboys.
No, the Packers play the Niners. Excuse me.
Oh yeah, the Niners. Yeah,
The Niners destroy the Packers every time they play in the playoffs.
it does seem that way.
No, it does.
It does. Yeah.
Like the Packers always beat the Cowboys, but the Niners always beat the Packers.
Yeah.
So
I like that trend
I don't.
because that means Niners, Packers, Cowboys.
I don't like Aaron Rodgers at all. He's really good. I can't deny that at all.
I don't like him just because he's a tool, but I do love watching him play. He's especially when he's on like he has been this year. He's a beast.
Yeah, like you said, top 2 receivers out right now.
Yeah, Adams and Lazard both did not play this past weekend. Who's the tight end guy that caught 3 out of nowhere? Tanyan.
Tanyan.
Yeah, Robert Tanyan. I think his name's Robert. Anyways. Yeah, 3 touchdowns. Nice. You got a player of the week, Gage?
I do.
Who's
My
it gonna
player
be?
of the week is Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr. In case you forgot,
Is he a junior?
he's a junior.
What a geek.
In case you forgot, the GOAT is still putting up GOAT numbers: 369 yards passing, 5 tutties, and a big win over the Chargers.
Yeah.
Also, want to shout out to this game the biggest differential in age gaps for quarterbacks.
Oh yeah, 20 years, right?
20 years between Herbert and Brady.
That's pretty awesome.
The Buccaneers, they're gonna be pretty good.
Bucks are good.
The Bucks
yeah.
are gonna be pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, you got to give Brady some slack, joining a whole new offense for the first,
Kind of getting yeah.
whole new playbook for the first time in 20 years, and they're going to be good, man. I'm telling you.
I will say that, like the only thing against Tom Brady that I have right now is I've watched some of his throws and he kind of floats some balls a little bit or short.
He threw some good ones in between the numbers.
But yes, he has
He
been he's making some great throws still.
And
So
you,
he's still got
but you had them going to the Super Bowl. So
I do.
You do.
I do.
I didn't. I had them losing to the Niners, and I believe in the divisional round.
okay. Yeah.
So I think, or
They're still looking pretty good. I mean,
Yeah, I did.
they're probably the best team in that division right now. I'm not huge on the Saints. I mean,
Drew Brees is kind of looking like a noodle arm right now.
yeah. I mean, you could argue he has been that way for the last couple of years.
But they still win games and they still make it work. So
Yeah.
Who's your player of the week?
My player of the week, you're going to love this one.
I already know who this is. I don't know why I asked.
Odell Beckham Jr. I don't know why I picked him because I kind of hate him.
Why? I know exactly why you picked him because he torched the Cowboys.
He did. So in fantasy football, I traded for him a couple weeks ago. And he helped me get my first W.
Which I tried to veto that trade.
Sucker.
Hey,
Didn't work.
it didn't work. You're right.
But I think it was a pretty fair trade. What do you think? James Conner for Odell Beckham Jr.? I think maybe even Matt got the better end of the deal.
Matt probably did because Odell,
Especially given the fact that he had so many receivers.
because Odell hasn't been his usual self since
Yeah.
he came to Cleveland. If you
Yeah.
ask me.
Yeah, no question about that. But yeah, huge game. 150 total
Yeah,
yards,
he had huge
3
games.
touchdowns.
He had pretty much the game sealing 70-yard touchdown.
That
run
fucking
over.
end around that
That was
Alden missed him, and then somehow he just found a lane and took it all the way to the house.
once again the Cowboys defense makes the show. Fucking, they're really good.
Maybe the Cowboys defense should be my player of the game. Ooh, or player of the week. Just kidding.
You gotta stop. Speaking of Brady,
Yeah, your boy.
My
He's playing this
boy.
Thursday.
playing Thursday against Chicago, which means Super Bowl rematch between Nick Foles and Tom Brady,
Yeah, from
Which-
what was that, 2017?
which is gonna be
16,
juicy.
something like that, yeah.
2017, yeah. Which is gonna be juicy.
Yeah.
Both teams are 3-1.
That's going to be fun to watch.
And who do you think's gonna win that one?
Taking the Bucks.
I'm taking the Bucks too.
Yeah. I think the Bears are slightly, I'll say fraudulent, which is kind of a stupid term, but I don't think they're as good as their record.
No. I mean, they beat the Falcons. And they just can't hold the lead.
Yeah.
This last week.
Yeah.
I don't know about the Bears, but
Yeah.
I think Bucks win big. But I do want to shout out Thursday Night Football. This might be a better matchup than we've seen
I was
in a couple weeks.
going to say, that's one of the better ones I've seen in a while.
Thursday night it's cool because I'm always gonna watch the game
Yeah.
because it's football.
Yeah.
But they always get the ass end of the good games.
Yeah. I mean, the biggest reason is because, kind of, I think similarly for the Monday night reason, is that they have to have every team play on that day or something like that.
Yeah, it's
At some point in the season, so just, yeah, it doesn't bode well for good matchups. But this one should be about as good as it gets. All right, last call.
last call already. I like this. I like
Ding,
these,
ding, ding.
I like these little shorter pods.
Mhm.
I know you like them too because you don't have to edit as much.
Yeah, I'm a lazy sack shit.
And we got some sports to watch tonight.
Yeah, we got Lakers in 30 minutes.
Lakers, Dodgers and Padres at 6:30.
Let's go Paz.
And then we got Yankees and Rays on right now.
Let's go Rays.
You got anything to throw out there? Well, actually, before we say that,
We have to.
I owe.
You yes.
I
I should have
owe.
mentioned that earlier. I can't believe I forgot.
Well, I saved it for the time that I cracked my beer, so.
Gotcha. So
This works out
Emerson, you want to
nicely.
explain why you owe?
Yeah. Before the Major League Baseball season started, I boldly predicted that the Twins would win the World Series. They got beat by the fucking Astros. Fuck those guys. Again,
Ooh.
doubly fuck them.
I deleted it off the bold predictions, so you're fine.
All right, thank God.
So that's all.
But yeah, I predicted them to go to the World Series, win it, and they got beat. So here it goes.
Oh, you picked the Rangers to win the AL West too.
I should. Do I need to take two?
You drink for
asking
that?
me to
Did
do
you drink for that?
That was
I
that
think-
was the worst offense.
I
Actually.
think you already drink for that.
No, I don't know. Maybe.
Did we
I don't know.
both drink? 'Cause I
was-
thought I drank.
I feel like you could be right. Anyways,
If you want to take 2 shots in a row, you can.
I mean, do you want me to?
Oh wait. Oh, Emerson.
What else do I owe?
The Astros will not make the playoffs this year.
Oh fuck! Here they are about to make the fucking AL championship. Okay, I'll take 2 in total for all my
I
mistakes.
can delete the Heat one too because they made the finals.
Yep. I got a good one for Gage tonight.
What?
The egg you're about to eat?
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. Astros not making playoffs. Yeah, that's debunked. Man, you haven't talked about Joey Barton a while. You want to talk about him?
Who? Oh
I have
man.
another one. If the Giants make the playoffs, Emerson will chase the tequila shot with a whiskey shot.
I'm really glad that didn't happen because I didn't want to do that. So thank you, Major League Baseball, for your stupid tiebreaker rules.
Did you go back to back right there?
No, I just did one. I'll do my other one before we sign off.
All right, yeah, your bold predictions are very low now.
Yeah. We're gonna say something a little non-sports related.
Yeah,
Go
this is
ahead.
something we
Go
got to
ahead,
talk about. So today, very sad news that Eddie Van Halen, obviously the guitarist of Van Halen, passed away today of throat cancer. This hit the chest hard a little bit for
Big
me.
time. Big time.
You know, I'm not going to go out there and say I've been the biggest Van Halen fan. You know, I do think they're kind of cheesy when it comes to some of their songs, but I'd be lying if I said Van Halen 1 wasn't something that resonated with me my whole life, or since I started listening to it.
Amazing album.
To me, it's arguably the best debut rock album of all time.
Yeah, 100%.
He's a trailblazer. That album changed. You know, that was late 70s. That was unheard of for the late 70s.
Yeah. That definitely altered rock for sure.
He's up. He's up there with Hendrix, Jimmy Page, Eric Clapton. You know, all the best. He's there
Yeah.
for what he did for rock music.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, some of his riffs are just outrageously.
Incredible.
I mean, they're so heavy. They were like you said, unique for their time. They changed things a lot.
I was bumping Van Halen 1 on the way over here.
I listened to basically my whole Van Halen playlist. Oh man, yeah, that was a tough one.
I know that one hurt you because
I'm a big Van Halen.
you're a
fan.
bigger Van Halen fan than I am, and you also think that they're the best American rock band of all time, which I don't agree with, but I don't.
Well, okay,
I'm not,
so
I'm not,
the
I'm not,
debate.
I'm not trashing Van Halen.
Yeah, the debate is like between Van Halen and Metallica. Metallica is probably a better band. Van Halen I love their style of music.
The energy is
Top
unmatched.
party rock.
The energy is unmatched.
The party rock style is fucking great. I love it.
One thing I do want to say about Van Halen, that a quick little story is, I saw Slipknot at Arco Arena in 2009,
Mm-hmm.
and where the anticipation is building up because Slipknot's about to come on.
Yeah.
And I'm with my uncle, and we're kind of not super close, but we're in it. We're down on the floor, we're in there,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden everyone wants to start. I think they're playing music on the speakers
Yeah,
before
just to
it's
get
really
it-
pumped
get
up,
everybody, yeah.
and they start playing "Running with the Devil," and everyone started just singing it. They're like "Running with the Devil."
It's a great
And
song.
I did not know that song before that show.
Really?
So I didn't listen to it.
But how long ago was this?
This was when I was in 8th grade.
Oh, okay.
So I wasn't very big into them at that time.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
I remember just hearing the song. I'm like, dude, this song's pretty fucking badass. Like, who is this? And I didn't find out later it's Van Halen, and it kind of shocked me they made a song called "Running with the Devil" because it seems too hard.
Yeah.
At least the lyrics, you know what I mean? Or the song title seems a little too hard for Van Halen.
Yeah.
But I always had that memory of it wasn't even really about or like seeing Van Halen, which I wish I would have. But
Oh, yeah,
it
that
had,
would-
definitely has something to do with Van Halen.
That brings me to my cheesy question I'm about to ask. Is Eddie Van Halen going to heaven, or is he running with the devil?
Oh, he's running with the devil. I like that question. I also do want to shout out Nick Warren and Scott Warren because I believe that they probably showed me Van Halen,
Okay, nice.
and I want to just give them a little shout out because I never grew up listening to Van Halen.
Yeah.
I was always a '90s guy. 90s
I'd probably give them credit to most of my
yeah, exactly.
music
So I want
knowledge.
to say thank
so,
you to the Warrens for showing Van Halen and showing me the ways,
Yep.
and it's a pretty big loss today.
R.I.P.
So
Cheers.
cheers to Eddie.
Yep. Speaking of Nick Warren,
Cool.
his Sooners choked again.
Spencer Rattler isn't the dude.
You could argue that it's the rest of the team that's not holding
Yeah.
their own because he's put up decent numbers. But yeah, they lost again. It's time to Iowa State. They're probably not going to be ranked after this week.
Cyclones.
Just kidding. But yeah, that's a rough one. I know he's hurting about that.
He's probably not a happy camper.
No.
Between them and the Niners.
But hey, think about it this way, Nick. This is the least, or the worst college football season based on COVID affecting it.
Ever,
Anyways,
yeah.
I'm watching less college football than I ever have. So
I haven't watched a game all season.
really, yeah, okay. So there we are.
But I saw Clemson's playing somebody this week who's ranked, so I might watch that one. It might be
Something like that. Yeah.
something like that.
Who cares?
See Trevor Lawrence go off.
Yeah.
Future Cowboy.
I got one note or two notes about
Yeah.
the San Jose Sharks. Tonight, I didn't even realize it's the NHL draft.
Yeah, Garrett brought it to our
First
attention.
round.
Yeah.
They do have the very last pick of the first round, which they actually fleeced the fucking Lightning out of that pick.
Like it.
Traded Barclay Goodrow, who's a fourth line player, to get it.
But isn't Goudreau the real winner since he got a ring?
He did.
Yeah, so.
And the Lightning too.
Yeah.
But we'll take it since the Sharks have a little bit of rebuilding to do. But they did make a couple interesting trades today. They traded for Ryan Donato from the Minnesota. Well, two trades with the Minnesota Wild. Ryan Donato's one of them for a third-round pick, and then their goalie Devin Dubnyk and a seventh-round pick for a fifth-round pick.
There you go.
Ryan Donato, if you follow the 2018 Olympics, he was the star player on the USA team.
Okay.
So that's what he's most known for. He's kind of had an up and down career in the NHL so far. He's still only 24 years old. So interesting little pickup. Could be a third or fourth line player at least. Help out with the depth.
When I first read this, I saw Donato and I was like, what the fuck? But I was like, oh, okay, the guy's name.
That's
is
a
Donato.
last name, yes.
Yeah. Gotcha.
And then they also with the Wild they traded for Devin Dubnyk who this guy for 5 or 6 years with the Wild was an elite goalie, had a huge drop off this past season, which hopefully he can bounce back. If he does, Martin Jones, see ya.
Swiss cheese, Martin
Yeah,
Jones.
anything we could do. This guy might be the only guy who had a worse year than Martin Jones last year, but he's coming off, his only bad year he's had in a long time. So hopefully,
And Martin Jones.
he can bounce back.
And Martin Jones continues to have bad years.
Yes, that's 2 in a row now at least. So yeah, Sharks making interesting moves. You got anything else you want?
Yeah, I'm gonna mention that. Not stay tuned, but after we're done here, I'm gonna do my.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna do my raw egg and tequila shot mixed concoction
Can't wait for this.
because Emerson picked the Heat to go to the finals, and apparently I'm the only one who has to.
Gage was the only one on scene for it, so he's the one who has to pay.
I do.
It's a big payday for me too.
You're gonna have fun watching this.
Do you think you're gonna yak?
No.
I think you might.
No.
Sink's gonna be right next door, so you're good.
I'm not gonna puke.
Just don't clog my drains.
I just not really looking forward to it. I'm kind of just prolonging this podcast as long as we can.
But we gotta get out there and watch some sports.
We do. So yeah, stay tuned for our Instagram as well.
Yeah.
By the time this will be on.
I'm gonna make this a full-on post. I don't think it's gonna be a story. So
No, it should be a full-on post.
Yeah. So
100%.
you'll see it.
So
no
you'll
matter
see
what.
it. You'll see it sooner than you'll listen to this. So.
Yeah, very possible.
You might see me puke. I don't think I will, but I'm sure Emerson's hoping for that.
I want to see something. I want to see at least a gag.
I'll probably gag.
Yeah, I want to hear Garrett screaming "oh" in the background. That's what I want.
Oh, he's hurt.
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening.
Appreciate it.
We'll see you next week. Oh, one big thing I want to throw out there. We want some bold predictions. We haven't had any.
I've had any yet.
Nada. I might have to post another story, but
Yeah, just
But we
don't
need
be
'em.
afraid.
I know. I think it would be more interesting if we get some
Yeah,
people
a
to,
lot of us
to
doing
chime
it.
in.
A lot of us doing this is because you listen.
Exactly.
You know, we like to do this, but we also want to hear your opinions, your thoughts, THOTS,
Yes.
and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So,
So please do. But yeah, thanks for listening.
thank you.
We'll
As
see
always.
you next week. Peace.